Hey everybody, welcome back to Kiki Loves Nigeria. How you guys doing this weekend, this Saturday? Listen to my voice. Doesn't it sound like I've been yelling all week? Guess what? I have. I have. I literally have. So, if my voice sounds a little raspy, that's because I've been doing a lot of talking, more than usual. But hey, I'm happy to see you guys tonight. I'm happy to be here with you guys tonight. And tonight we're going to talk about something interesting, something that one of our community members wrote me about. And I thought, wow, that's interesting because I had noticed that some of the dogs, well, most of the dogs, we don't see them like we used to. Like the dogs were always there, they were like a part of the show of Black Acres of the Gambia. That's what I'm talking about. But all of a sudden, we slowly start seeing the dogs not there anymore. So when I got this email, I was like, wow, this is something that's interesting that I might want to talk about. So let me go up here and follow my script because y'all know I will get excited and get off the script. I want to introduce myself to those who have just joined us. My name is Kiki Loves Nigeria. I am the host of this show. And again, this show is a highly interactive show where you guys, the community, decide what we're going to talk about. You guys decide what's important, and you guys decide the topics of the show. All right. And these topics are usually topics, most of them are topics that impact you visiting or relocating to West Africa. And where do I get my information? Because I don't like to spread rumors and I don't like to spread gossip. So whenever I'm saying gossip, I'll tell you, I'll be like, well, this isn't factual. So you'll know because I'll tell you that it isn't factual. So you'll know, okay, this is not factual. Mostly everything I say is factual. It's based on primary sources, videos, journal articles, news stories, and news articles, and also your comments and your emails. So, what are we talking about tonight? We're talking about is something nefarious going on with Black Acres of the Gambia's dogs. Now, why some people will say, why are you talking about the dogs? Why do we care about the dogs? Well, first off, a community member, like I told you just a few minutes ago, requested this video. All right, so let me show y'all the email. Okay, so we can check out the email. So a community member wrote me. I think it was last week. Yep, it was last week before the show. Okay, and someone had wrote me. Wait a minute, is this it? No, that's not it. So someone had wrote me last week about Black Acres of the Gambia. And you know, I always love to talk about Black Acres of the Gambia. So I thought this is interesting. Let me check out this email. So let me put the email up here for you guys to see. Let me make sure y'all can see it. All right, so this is the email that I got. And it says, hope you're well. I think it said hi Kiki up at the top or hey Kiki. Did you know black did you know bag family dogs are being unalived in the Gambia? And I'm like, what? Bags, dogs are being unalived in the Gambia. So I'm thinking, wait a minute, that might be true because factually, we hear them saying we haven't seen uh, what's the cut. We haven't seen red. We haven't seen Blackie. Have you seen them? Have you seen them in the latest videos? Have you, even not the latest videos, but go back. You'll notice that when they moved out there, you will notice that those dogs just started disappearing. This person says, not sure if it's neglect or the snakes are disgruntled employees disgruntled employees giving the dogs that special seasoning. And we all know what that special seasoning is. She goes on to support her argument with the daughter posted this video upset her dogs had passed away, among other things. Okay, so this is one of the videos we're going to use tonight. But this was the impetus behind this show. So again, after I got that email last week, I really started thinking about this. And I'm like, well, of course that's possible. Of course that's possible. And it's highly probable because of the actions of Black Acres of the Gambia, what they do in the Gambia. And so one thing I want to use to support this was this is not the first time that dogs have been unalived in the Gambia. There was a dog named Jamaica by, I believe the lady's name was One Nation Under Black. Her dog had been unalived. And that dog basically had been tortured before he had been unalived. And the thing we found noteworthy was that they had purchased that dog from Black Acres of the Gambia. And some other people who had purchased a dog from Black Acres of the Gambia, certain things had happened to them also. So this theory that someone is giving these dogs special seasoning, maybe giving the dogs a special seasoning, that's plausible. Because as you see, the employees have full reign of Black Acres. Once they trust you, once you come to work and you show them you're going to come to work, then they kind of open up all doors to you. Because I believe in one video, Cynthia said she caught one of them in the house. So this ideal that something is good, nefarious is going on with these dogs, that's quite possible. So let me see if y'all check y'all comments, and then we're going to go to the next video, okay? Oh, yeah, I got to put my glasses on for this one. All right, Edra. Hey, Edra. It's good to see you, lady. I missed you. All right, let me take this down, y'all. Because Black Acres has done some dirty dealings out there and in the Gambia, period. Hey, Empath in London, how you doing? It's good to see you. Hey, Lady London lady, how you doing? So everybody's just saying hi. Hey, Steph, how you doing? TNK, how you doing? Yep, everybody, welcome to another Kiki Loves Nigeria live stream. We're glad you're here. Pull up a chair, relax, get ready to have fun, and learn something new. Uh-oh, that's my phone co-signing. That's my grandma would say. So, we're going to talk about some deep stuff tonight. And I'm going to show you how everything that this lady, or I don't know if it's a lady or a man, mentioned in this email could possibly be true. Because they had a lot of dogs when they went out there. If y'all been watching Black Acres, like I've been watching Black Acres, how long? You know, Black Acres had 20 plus dogs. Now, what do we see? Maybe one or two run up to them, and then we hear them saying, well, where's the other one? Where's Blackie? Where's Red? And what's Rick's famous response? Well, when they get hungry enough, they'll come down to eat. Them dogs don't even stay in their house anymore, y'all. That's how bad it is. Those dogs were staying inside the house at Black Acres, but I don't know what happened because all of a sudden now the dogs won't even come down to eat. I don't know. And you know, dogs can sense stuff. They can feel things. So they quit staying in their doghouse, which was the chicken coop. Then they started staying in the house. Then all of a sudden we hear Cynthia saying they up somewhere. I don't know. I guess the VIP, but it seemed like it's not even the VIP. It's someplace else now that they're staying. And they're having a hard time getting them to come even to eat. Some people will give your animals the special seasoning when they don't like you. And y'all know that's true. So that's what we got to remember. That's what we just always mess up on every time. We forget that these are black people just like us. We think alike on so many levels. We're different, but you better believe we think alike on so many levels. Now, here, don't act like people who don't like you will not give your animals the special seasoning. Don't act like that, because they will. So that's why I said this whole ideal that this writer that she wrote in here, she wrote in, this is not far fetched. Because these dogs, you guys know, like I do, if you've been watching them faithfully, those animals are not there anymore. And they sound like perplexed. Because you know why? Think about it, y'all. The dogs were letting them know when people were outside, especially during the rainy season, because you can't hear. I don't know if you've ever been to Gambia during the rainy season or anywhere in West Africa during the rainy season. But during the rainy season, when you get a tropical thunderstorm, mm-mm, you can't hear nothing but the walls shaking and the glass and the windows shaking. That's all you're going to hear. So those dogs were helping them know what was going on. Because when Cynthia said the dogs were in the house, I'm like, wait a minute. You let the dogs in this house you just built? So that let me know she was scared. They're very scared out at Black Acres, but they're not telling us. They're still pretending like everything is wonderful. And I don't know why. But it is. It's to trick us. It's to, because you know what else, y'all? This is what else I found out. Y'all ever watch Black Acres and y'all see them containers out there? All those containers that we see out there, those are people coming to Gambia. They're paying Black Acres to allow them to store their containers out there out there until they get there and until they get a place and ready to unload the container. So say you get to Gambia, you're planning on going to Gambia. You send your thing 6 months in advance because you know it takes a long time to get there. Well, you don't have anyone to get it. You don't have any place to store it. Well, Black Acres started a business where they let you store your container on their land. I wonder if they told the IRS about this business or the Social Security Administration, because Social Security Administration wants to know about their income. Yeah, they do. Because Rick slipped up and made a video. And in the video, the paper was blowing on the floor, on the grass. And y'all know I got the video and I copied, I screenshot the document and I enlarged it. And it said, we need to know your income, proof of income. We need to verify your income. Income of all these people. No names, but you know how they want to know the income of the people in the household and they want to know about your income. This sounds like it's for somebody who's getting disability. I've been meaning to post my receipt, Rick, but I've been busy. I've been meaning to make a video about that, but I've been busy. Yeah, but I'm about to get all that under control. That's because things just got back in session. But I'm about to get that under control because YouTube is my favorite job. So I got to get back to my favorite job. Yeah. So somebody is getting Social Security. So if they're storing these containers and started this business where you store the containers on their property, they have a vested interest in you relocating to the Gambia. So you shouldn't do business with anyone who has a vested interest in you coming there. Because you know what they're going to do? Tell you anything and everything you want to hear to come there, to relocate there. If that's their only source of income is you, I wouldn't do business with them, that type of person. So this is where they're getting additional income from. So that's why they're continuing this narrative to come to the Gambia. It's a safe place. It's the best place when their dogs are being unalived, and they know it. They know it. Something terrible, terrible is happening to these dogs because the little girl, she made a video, and I feel so bad for this little girl. Oh, she's not a little girl. God forgive me. She's a young lady. She's a young lady, you know. But when you watch them grow up on because we basically watched her grow up on YouTube. And this little girl, this young lady is extremely hurt because remember, we talked about expat child syndrome and how it impacts the children. Now she's already upset because she had to leave everything she know and her best friend Gabby and her school and everything to come to Gambia. So then when she gets here, they living in these trash dumps where rats are running underneath her bed every night. No, she don't even have a bed. She's sleeping on the couch every night. This is how she's living. And I'm not making this up. There's a whole video about this. I'm not saying nothing that Rick and Cynthia have not said. I'm not saying anything that no one from Black Acres of the Gambia has not already said. Okay? So she connects with these animals. These become her family. These become her friends. So she's devastated that these animals are passing away. And no one knows why. Nobody knows why. So, again, this is why we have to talk about these things. This is more proof that they don't really care about Black aid. And I told you that. I told you. How could you care about somebody who came to your country, just like what's going on here? And I'm going to tell y'all, Springfield, Ohio. Check that out. What's going on in Springfield, Ohio? And that's like 20 minutes away from me. That's the same thing that Black Acres represent to those people. Okay? You coming over here taking what belongs to us. Taking what belongs to us. And you think we're going to like that? You think we're going to love that? Some of us may smile in your face only to get close enough to in your back, because that's what we're going to do. Because we're not going to let you just walk in our family, walk in our life, walk in our land, and take what you want to, and talk to us any type of way, and treat us any kind of way, and talk to us any kind of way, because that's what they do. That's what they do. And if you don't believe me, just go watch their videos. You don't even have to watch mine. Watch their videos and how they treat their workers. Watch Fresh Prince of Wakanda. Watch UN. I don't have to make up anything about Black Acres of the Gambia. They give you everything. All the ammunition you need, you get it from Black Acres of the Gambia. They tell on themselves every single time. Every single time. Hey, Cayenne Works, how you doing tonight? Every single time. Every single time. Yep, payback is an int. That's what my grandma used to say. That's what my grandma used to say all the time. That's why she said you got to be careful how you treat people. You cannot go around treating people any kind of way. You cannot go around talking to people any kind of way, especially when you live in their neighborhood. You can't do that. And the fact that you think you can, something's wrong. Something's wrong with you, that you're so arrogant that you think you can go and disrespect people and do whatever you want to people in their own land and don't think anything is going to happen to you. And I told you, remember how they were doing those cows? I told you, you don't touch those cows. Those cows are sacred. You don't touch those cows. And what were they doing? What were they doing to those cows? And those baby cows on top of that, they weren't even adult cows. They were letting those vicious dogs attack those baby cows. Yeah, and sitting back, talking about that's your job. And I feel sorry for the dog because that's what they train the dog to do. But do we see Annie Mae? They call her Funny Face. Do we see her anymore? Nope. Have y'all seen Honey Mae? Have y'all seen Annie Mae or have y'all seen Funny Face anymore? No, you have not seen her lately. If you have, please let me know. Because we know who the dogs are. Could be neglect. Yeah, You right, Yolanda. You right. Because you see how they was pumping them dogs out? Pumping them dogs out. Oh yeah, I should have got a video about that. I forgot about that one. About them, how they weren't taking care of them dogs. They were not. There's no way you could let a dog continually have puppies like that because you want to sell them. You want to sell them because that's how you make money. Because they putting the fear of God in you. Remember, you got to have dogs. You got to have a whole bunch of dogs. Cynthia says she takes them to the vet, but maybe if they get sick, instead of paying the vet, they are left to become unalived. I believe it. Because Crystal, when she was sick, the little white dog, she was underneath the truck, some container, and she wouldn't come down to eat. They had to take the food to her. Now that's one sign. You know, a dog don't play about his food. He or she don't play about their food. Now, when Crystal quit coming down to get her dog food, you should have took Crystal to the vet. You should have known, oh no, something wrong with her. This dog, no dog will do that. But did they do that? No, they didn't do that. And then who had to do it? Kiki had to come over there and feed her. And she was the one who realized something's wrong with her, that she's pregnant. Even if they're pregnant and they're not eating, something's wrong. All those dogs, you know the Humane Society would not let you do that here. Having puppy after puppy after puppy, you know, and selling them, they would charge you with having a puppy factory. And they did. Is that what it's called, y'all? A puppy factory, a puppy barn, or something like that, where you just mass produce puppies and sell. That's what they were doing. That's another thing they were doing with those dogs. And yeah, who knows? I'm sure that had a lot to do with them. Their immune system, getting pregnant constantly, and you selling the puppies constantly. Because remember, one time she was arguing with her son because he wanted to sell the puppies before it was time to sell the puppies. Hey, Mr. Johnson, how you doing? Hey, Deborah, how you doing? So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of possibilities. Well, maybe the locals are eliminating their security. That's what I think. That's the position I'm taking. Because once that's gone, they can easily get up in there without any secret, without anybody hearing them, without anyone knowing that they're up in there. Because there's no way they're going to just let you sit there with all that money. And they think it is all that money because they figure you got a house like this, you got something in there. You got employees, you got something in there. And Black Acres, if y'all never been there, it is located way, way back in the bush, way in the village. You got to go way back. Once you turn off of that main road, you got to go way back. It seemed like they at the end to me, like they at the end of the whole road. So who's going to hear you scream? Nobody. Why would you move out there? That ain't even smart. That ain't even smart. Nobody's going to hear you scream. Nobody's going to hear anything. Which is so sad. Because why would you, as an adult, you wouldn't put yourself in that? Nobody would put themselves in that situation in the United States. Why would you go to Gambia and put you and your kids in that situation? Makes no sense. I was wondering why the number of that's why containers increased. Land, do you know that's what I said, Steph? I was like, wow, this place really looked like a junkyard. It looked like Sanford and Son. And I thought about when I was working for the city and I would go out and I would write you code enforcement tickets. And I said, if I was working for the city in the Gambia, I would go write them tickets every single day. Because you are not licensed, you are not zoned to be a junkyard. You are zoned to be a community garden and to build housing. You are not zoned, you're violating the zone, what you're permitted to do. But it's Africa. We can do what we want to do. We're not making no money off of selling them the dream. They don't figured out it's a lie now. We can't sell them that no more. So we need to do something else. Oh, for the ones that still believe a lie, we can make money off of them. Because when the container comes in, a lot of them have no place to store their things or their containers. So we can charge to store their things and their container. We can charge to do that. We can provide that as a service. Yes. More money, more opportunities to make money off of you. So they don't really care about the dog. They care about the dogs for security purposes. Yeah, for that too. So I can't say, I take that back. They do care about that because that's the way they made money and that's kept them secure. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? Deborah, how you doing? Yeah, that kept them secure. So yeah, they did care about that. They do care about the dogs being gone. Gambia is predominantly Muslim country, and them people ain't too fond of. No, they don't. No, she's right. Stephanie is exactly right. They are not too fond of dogs. Not like we are. No, they don't want them in their house. How we have them all up in our house, they think that is just disgusting. They think, oh, excuse me. They think, they think that is like the worst thing possible is for you to have a dog walking around and a cat in your house. Mm-mm. And I said, why? And they said, because they walk close to the ground. So anything that walks low to the ground, gets dirty. And they feel like when they come in their house, they make your house dirty. Well, at least that's what was told to me when I would ask my Muslim friends that, because they had no understanding why we let our dogs live in the house. Wonder if they're going to keep it and sell it. If the owner of I can tell you what's going to happen, y'all. And that's the hope. That's the goal. That you can't pay. Because if you can't pay, I'm gonna basically keep your things like the people storage people do here. I'm gonna keep your things. Oh yeah, I feel like I'm getting sick. Like I'm catching something from them kids. Take a whole bunch of vitamin C tonight. What happens if the container got robbed? Do they come up with thank you? No, you probably have to have your own insurance money to cover it. Because I'm sure that's what's going to be happening next. All of a sudden, the containers are going to start getting robbed. Mm-hmm. Yep, they're going to start getting robbed. Dog almost as bad as pigs. And yep, she's right. And is it Stephen? I'm sorry, Stephen. Stephen says the dog was almost as bad as pigs in their eyes. I've seen Muslims go ballistic. That is no lie. If a dog that is no lie. Because they think they dirty. And they be looking at us like, what? You got that dog all in your house, walking around, laying around? Mm-mm. Without the dogs, there's no protection. Without the dogs, they are sitting ducks. Exactly. And everybody knows that because the dogs warn them. And Black Acres has told everybody that they have pow pows in their house. So I know they let the workers know they got pow pows in their house. But see, if they have pow pows in their house for real, why didn't they use them when the other two break-ins? That's what makes me think they kind of lying about the pow pows and they just talking. Because not one time did he say he went and got the pow pow. He didn't say that. Rick didn't say that with the break-ins. Not one time. In certain Southwest African countries, home security guard dogs are trained only to accept to eat from one owner only and nobody else. And that's what you need to do. Yep, that's what my cousin always did. And he never let the dog out when people were around. But those dogs run all around. So they know the workers. They know the workers well. Every minute you hear employees left and never come back. Rick done pissed off a lot of them locals. You are right. Maybe locals, angry dogs, maybe being poisoned. So they have, thank you, less protection. That's my point of view. That's my point of view. That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. I really think it's that. I actually like watching their daughter's videos, but theirs have never been interesting to me. They were interesting if you wanted to go, learn about Gambia. And we all believe that little hype story. A puppy mill. That's what she's right. That's what they were running. Basically, if they were here in the US and the way those dogs were having puppies and they were selling those puppies, they would have been considered running a puppy mill. She's exactly right. That's exactly what they're called. A daggone puppy mill. Yep, that's what it's called, a puppy mill. Yep, thank you guys. That's exactly what it's called. Because you see how they just get pregnant over and over again. Don't forget the pit bulls killed the Belgian man's, no, I man shepherd, and Rick could care less about and even express that on a video. Karma is real. See, y'all, I didn't know that either. No, they killed and but you know what? That kind of is coming back to me. Seemed like that was a while ago, or maybe I remember seeing a video with the German Shepherd in it. The Belgian man's German Shepherd seemed like they was talking on the road or something, and the German Shepherd came up to Cynthia and Rick or something. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. If that's the case, then yeah, those dogs is getting a special seasoning. I'm sorry. In my humble opinion, Deborah must be a trained. Most trained guard dogs are trained not to accept food or pitting. Oh, so they know. So if they're trained, they ain't gonna do that. So those dogs aren't trained. Those dogs aren't trained. Those dogs run wild. You know they run wild every day. I saw it on Google Maps. They them dogs run wild. They don't train them dogs. They don't do nothing with them dogs. Once again, it's not wise to burn bridges behind in the U.S. just in case. Thank you. It's not. It's not wise to burn bridges anywhere. Greeting, Burley. How you doing, sweetie? Uh, Worse than Sanford and Son. The swamp, exactly. It's worse than Sanford and Son. Because then you see this brand new house just sitting up there in the middle of this junk. The grass on the land is so high, anything could be in the grass. Okay, that was another thing. The snakes. So I believe the snakes also has gotten the dogs also, because you hear Cynthia say in the video, ah, maybe the snakes got them, and maybe the snakes got them, and they think that's why they don't want to stay in the dog house, because of the chicken coop, the chicken house that was a slash a dog house and all that other stuff was because of the snakes. You right, they got all kind of poisonous snakes out there. So that's probably going on too. It's probably a combination of all of the above. Hey, heavy pedal time, how you doing? What about mold in those? See, somebody else said that, Edra. Somebody else. Um, I was watching one of their videos, or reading somebody's comments. They said the same thing, that the rust on what the dogs drink out of, or the water. Something about the water on that land that the dogs could be drinking could be poisonous or have something in it that's making poisoning the dogs. Something like that. Okay, let's see. This land is unorganized and dry. Honey, it's soaking wet now. It's soaking wet now. It looked like a sponge. In Southwest Africa, the tenants or landlords own land and purchase extensive pedigree dogs or professionally trained guard dogs, and the dogs receive commands in foreign language. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a real good idea. Thought guns, pow pows were not allowed in Gan. They're not. They're not. Except a hunting rifle. But so I don't know how Rick did that. And why is he telling people to do that? Raheem is seeking the pit bull puppies and the Gambians to the he's selling the pit bull puppies to the Gambians. The others have gotten sick or disease, have not just died allegedly. Wait a minute. The others have gotten sick or diseases, have just died. Say that again, Burley. So you said some of the puppies were they the puppies are being sold to the Gambians. The others have gotten sick or they had gotten diseases and they passed away allegedly. So the older ones that we're talking about, but that was a lot of dogs. Like the German, yeah, that was a lot of dogs. Something had to happen. Hey, True Serum, how you doing? Hey, I missed you too. Where you been? I hope you've been okay. Wouldn't store my containers there with all that hate they have, cause coming from the locals, it could easily get broke. And you know, Yolanda, when they get broken into, they're not going to give them their money. That's the risk you take. That's what they're going to tell them. Most Africans be abusing their dogs. I don't like that. They hardly what? They hardly feed them. Oh Lord. Oh Jesus. They call a puppy farm. Yeah. Oh, it's called a puppy farm in the UK. Yeah, it's called a puppy mill here. That's what they run it. Pow paws are not allowed in Gambia, but they have been snuck into the Gambia from neighboring countries. And also, the expats tell each other how to smuggle pow pows into the country, how to get them in there. These people are nuts. They tell each other all kind of illegal stuff, secrets. Exactly, Angela. I wonder about that. You know, they tell you they it's just care. It's just these people who went to the Gambia were the lowest people in our society who went to Africa. You know, because people who are at a higher status can't just up and walk away from everything like that. So we should have known when they could just up and walk away from everything like that. We should have known there was nothing there to walk away from because that's the only way you could possibly have done that. Why have a dog if you're going to abuse them? Because some people just don't care. They just don't care. Brown Eye says, I saw a YouTuber called I Am Mara own dogs who had puppies and they died one. Oh, yeah, that's who people want me to talk about. I Am Mara, but I'm trying, y'all. It's hard to talk about him because it's too much to talk about. I don't know where to begin. I don't know where to start. I don't know the beginning. I don't know the middle. I don't know the end. It's just a lot. It's a whole lot. But something is going on over there. That's for sure. Don't generalize because Africa has 54 different countries and Southwest Africa has security guard dogs are from. Okay, I think I said that one. All right, so the first thing I saw Kenya village beat their for oh oh I don't oh wow I'm sorry I couldn't even read that one. Dogs trained, lol. Those dogs aren't even respond. No, those dogs are horrible. They have no training. I'm gonna show you a video how they can't even control the dogs. Remember, the water on the land was very salty. The dogs cannot continue to drink that water and survive. You're right. And I bet you they weren't giving them bottled water. I bet you they were giving them that regular salty water. Oh, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. Deborah, so far I watched Nigerian, Kenyan, and Gambian Africans, and here we go. Okay. Deborah, I am crying on how they do. Oh yeah, yeah, that's sad. It's not the same. It's two dogs in Kenyan village running around. Oh no, that's so sad. All right, Stephanie says, don't get caught up in the what Nimbohazi. I am Mara KLs. Yeah, I can't. It's too much. It's overwhelming. I'm like, what? I don't know what's going on. My apologies for the typos. Bag is broke and needed money, so they started selling dogs. Raheem is selling them. Yeah, yeah, he's selling them, and they sell it. That's why they got to keep the puppy mill going. I am Mara with a girl with braids down to in South America. He is something else right now. Yeah, I just that's why I can't. They're kids. I can't sit and watch kids. I just can't. Those are children. What am I sitting there watching him for? True. You would need gallons of bottled water, Jay. Yes. Wow. I wonder if that has something to do with it also. All right, y'all. I think that's we got all the comments. They said their roof and ceiling is leaking today. Wow. Imagine that. Poor Black Acres of the Gambia. All right. So first thing we're gonna do. Um, People say, why you keep talking about Black Acres, Kiki? You just keep on talking about Black Acres of the Gambia. Why you just don't leave them people alone? Well, because Black Acres of the Gambia are number one when it comes to recruiting us to go back and forth to Africa. Namely, oh, that's my notes. Y'all don't want to see that. Namely, Gambia. All right. Now, how I know this is a fact is because so many people have commented on the role that Black Acres has played in them relocating and them visiting West Africa, namely the Gambia. Okay, you have to remember, Black Acres have well they claim 60,000 subscribers. You know, at one time, they had a lot of subscribers and a lot of views. That's when people were really going to the Gambia. But before we do that, let me do this. Let me read this fair use. Okay, so fair use. This is my disclaimer. The content on Kiki Loves Nigeria may contain copyrighted content not authorized for use by the owner. However, no copyright infringement is intended. Copyrighted material used on this channel falls under the Fair Use Section 107 of the Copyright Act of, I believe it's 1976, which states copyright material can be used for education, research, teaching, and commentary purposes, which is the explicit goal of this channel. Also, I want to do a viewer express disclaimer. The views and thoughts and opinions expressed on Kiki Loves Nigeria belong solely to the author and not necessarily to the community, the host, or the channel. All right, now that we've got that out the way, let me show you what I want to show you. Now, why Black Acres? Why do you just constantly stay on Black Acres? Like I told you, Black Acres has a lot of responsibility, plays a heavy role in these people going to Africa, these women going to Africa and being unalived. And you're saying, well, how is that, Kiki? Because they're encouraging you to come. They're on YouTube every day encouraging you to come. They're encouraging you to come to the Gambia every single day. So anybody who does that plays a major role in what's going on. And these women being unalived, I'm sorry, y'all, and these women going to Africa losing everything they have. You know, this is something that Black Acres could stop if they would just get on here and tell the truth and say it's not really safe for women to travel here alone like this. But instead of them doing that, what do? They continue this facade like everything is wonderful. And you say, well, Kiki, how do you know that Black Acres, how do you blame them for that? Well, the way I blame them for that is because even with myself, all right, even myself, with how I found out about Black Acres of the Gambia was through a friend. Okay, let me show y'all the video. This video that I have right here. All right. This is this guy right here in the corner. Let me make sure y'all can see it. All right. The guy is John. That's Big John. All right. And that's Bella of the Gambia. And that's Sierra Marie. And that's me. All right. So we all came together to promote Gambia and to promote people going to Gambia. All right. So John had already went to the Gambia. Big John, the guy. He had already visited the Gambia. He met Black Acres of the Gambia. He basically fell in love with Black Acres of the Gambia. He thought everything they were doing was just grand and hunky dory. So he was on a mission now to bring other repats to the Gambia and also to spread the word that Black Acres was it. that Black Acres was top notch, and that anybody who went to the Gambia, you needed to go meet Black Acres. That was basically Big John's message. He truly believed, and he still does. He still truly believes in Black Acres of the Gambia. Okay, so we were promoting people going to Gambia. While we were doing that, I decided I didn't want to go because I had started watching Black Acres. Not, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say I didn't want to go to, not Gambia. I didn't want to go meet Black Acres. And I told John, before we were leaving, I was like, we were planning our itinerary, what we were going to do, because, when you're there I think we were there for 10 days, that you have to schedule. So we were scheduling what we were going to do. So we were doing things as a group because we were it was a group show. Okay. All the people on there, we kind of were working together. So we all planned to go to Gambia together and do things together and meet subscribers and meet people who had watched the show. So we were planning what we were going to do. So he wanted to go to Black Acres. And I said, well, I don't want to go to Black Acres because I don't like Black Acres. And he was like, why, Kiki? And I said, because they just seem like fake commercial, like all this is just a game. It didn't seem real. It didn't seem legit to me. It just seemed commercialized. Like it was just, it just seemed fake. It seemed commercialized and I didn't want to go. So he convinced me into going, that it would be disrespectful for us to go to Gambia and not go visit with Black Acres of the Gambia. So we go to Black Acres of the Gambia, and I told y'all about the story, how nice Rick and Cynthia were, how they showed me around. Cynthia shared some secrets with me. I got to see the house. I have video of the house, and as you can see to this day, if I was the low down dirty person that they claim I am, I would have showed the video of that house. I've never showed the video of that house because they hadn't showed it, and I wasn't going to disrespect them and show the footage. So I didn't show it. All right. So I thought everything was fine, between Black Acres and myself, but no, it wasn't. They hold grudges and they work secretly behind your back to take you down. And that's what they were doing, and I didn't know it. Okay. So once we got back here, we went out to Black Acres, and I thought Black Acres was wonderful. And then once we got back here, once we had got back to the United States, some things started happening with Black Acres. And that's when I started paying attention to what they were doing, and that these people were really just taking our money and lying to us about what they were doing with the money. All right. So that's why Black Acres is so important. And that's why I constantly talk about Black Acres, because Black Acres tricked us into giving them, I estimate, $1 million in monetary and non-monetary donations. They are not a nonprofit. They did not report this money to the IRS. And they took all this money, promised us to build a community, and built nothing. They built nothing. They built them a house. They didn't even build the house that they promised their kids they were going to build. But they're still lying to the people, because there's still people out there who are vulnerable and who are believing them. They'll steer these people who are going to Africa, who are going to Gambia, following Black Acres. That's why we have to constantly tell the truth about Black Acres. That's why we have to constantly pay attention to Black Acres. That's why we have to constantly point out their inconsistencies, because they're complete. Everything they do is inconsistent. Everything they say is inconsistent. All right. Now, not one time have they made videos about these puppies, these dogs who are passing away. The way we found out was through the daughter. All right. Now, let me put on this video from the daughter. And this was our heads up that something was going on, that something seriously was going on out at Black Acres. Oh, that's the wrong video. That something was seriously going on at Black Acres, and we needed to talk about it. Okay, so let me go back. Oh, I think this is it, y'all. So this is the, hold on, let me make sure I got the right one. Yeah. Okay. So hold on. Let's check this one out. This is when we find out about the first dog passing away, because Black Acre Show didn't tell us about it. And again, this is fair use, and we're using this to educate people about what really goes on when you relocate to West Africa, namely the Gambia.
I felt so bad. But it was just so sad, guys. And I didn't even update you guys on that. Something really hurt me this past weekend. It was just so sad, guys. And I didn't even update you guys on that because it was just so sad. Oh, I felt so bad. But unfortunately, Foxy, those of you who have been like following me since like 2021, I rescued a dog from Lamin Lodge here in the Gambia. I was on a boat trip with like my family and some friends, and we saw this one dog that was just so, sort of malnourished, just so small.
So she's had this dog, she's telling us about for years, okay? She's had this dog for a long, long, long time.
And like dang near dead. Videos on her, she's looking a lot more healthier and she's so playful.
On the back one. She's back. And it's a girl as well.
You ready for your checkup, Cookie? Yeah, she's so cute. Pretty much. And I just like, oh my god, I don't know, something in me, I was like, I want to try and like help this dog. So I don't know why. I don't even know why I ended up taking that dog, being that it was so close to death. I think we ended up feeding it pieces of meat and like water and stuff, and then it ended up like waking up. So I just didn't want to leave it on that island. I don't know what Lamin Lodge is. Like it's just a lodge away from, like you have to take a boat to get to that lodge basically. So I didn't want to leave it there. So I just felt so bad for it, the puppy, and the story behind, they were saying that some kids just threw her in the mangroves, and so they ended up getting her. So anyways, I ended up taking her on the boat with us, feeding her. She just hopped up and she was just like full of life. And I took her all the way back to my home after we got off the boat trip, and literally she was a brand new dog. So this past weekend, I've had her for the past 3 years. That was 2021. This year, this past week, I visited my family last week, and Foxy, her stomach had been very big. So we just assumed that maybe, she was pregnant because, this is like the season that the dog is going to heat sometimes. And we just thought that she was just pregnant. So this past weekend when I went to Seafool, I saw her and her stomach was big, of course, and she was being very distant. The weekend before that, I also went out to Seafool, and she was just a little distant. I thought that was just her because her personality, since we got her, she was very bougie and just always was not wanting to like really play with the other dogs that much. Sometimes she would, but for the most part, she was like very bougie and just kept to herself. So I didn't think much of that the last weekend. I went there when she was being distant, but this past weekend I went and she was being even more distant. And I remember my dad was telling me if I can get her from up under this trailer. Mm-hmm. She was sitting up under the trailer, being more and more distant than usual. He had asked me to get her from under the trailer because he thought that she was going into labor basically. So I went up under there, saw her under the trailer, pulled her from under there. She didn't come to me when I called her. And so I just picked her up, and she was so heavy. Like, it was just abnormal how heavy she was. So I just picked her up, took her to the house, and oh my God, yeah. She was just so heavy to carry to the house. It was weird. So I just thought she had like a lot of babies inside of her. So once I got her inside, I gave her some cold water, and she was just...
Okay, y'all listening. Y'all tell me what y'all think happened to the puppy. What y'all think happened to the dog. What does it sound like? It sounded like the dog was really swollen. Sound like the dog had a lot of fluid.
Drinking the water. As soon as she started drinking the water, she just started vomiting this brown liquid. So I don't know. I just thought maybe she had ate something and she was very sick, or she just started vomiting it up. And then as she kept drinking more and more water, it got worse, and then more stuff started coming up to the point where she just basically just like vomited a lot out and just basically had like a seizure or something. And then she unfortunately passed away. So yeah, this past weekend was so sad. And like even now to this day, like I still feel sad because I don't know. I just remember when it happened, I felt so sad. The fact that she was a dog that I was looking forward to coming and getting back, at least when I got like my own. Yeah. I'm staying in my own place, but I cannot bring a big dog here, For the most part now, I just have cats. But in the future, whenever I get my own place, whether it's at Seafool, moving back there, or somewhere here, I definitely wanted to have her and like grow big with her, and just the story behind it, like having her, like getting her from Lamin Lodge when she was so small and so like sick and everything, and then being able to like, and then taking her to the vet, making sure she was okay, and just seeing how beautiful of a dog she became. Really, it was like just so like.
Well, look how pretty she is. This dog we saw her before, and I saw the video of them showing her the dog when they were getting on the boat to go to Lamin Lodge. That dog looked like that dog was on not going to make it. And for this girl to nurse this dog back to look like this, that means she's a special person.
I didn't even think that she was gonna get that big and like just be that fluffy compared to how she looked when I first got her. Like, it was crazy. And also keep in mind, guys, the reason why I even kept her and had this strong bond to her in the first place as well, which I mentioned in the very first video I ever shared with her, was that she looked so much like my first dog, Crystal, that I ever had. So I just had this great bond to Foxy. And so her passing away really did hurt me.
So remember what we talked about, expat child syndrome? Crystal was the first dog she ever had. So then she gets Foxy. Foxy reminds her of who? The first dog she ever had. So this is really painful. And you can hear the pain in her voice. She's very sad. And I feel sad just listening to her tell this story. And the fact that her parents didn't even talk about it. That just show you. Didn't even acknowledge it. Black Acres didn't even acknowledge that this dog had passed away.
So much. And just seeing how she passed away, none of us knew that she was sick. So I'm making this video mostly because I want people to know, like, if you have a dog and you think that they might be pregnant, definitely be checking up on them, because they might not even be pregnant. Maybe they ate something, and we were just thinking maybe, okay, now that we saw that this happened, we were thinking maybe she must have ate something or had a bone.
So her stomach must have been like swollen. For them to think she was pregnant, her stomach must have been swollen. Oh, wow.
Or something that maybe cut her insides. I don't know. And it just swelled up. We don't know. We really didn't know. And that's what really hurt so much, because it happened so fast. And the whole time we were thinking she's going into labor, she literally just was having something in her stomach that was making it swell up. And close to her, like, you know, when I brought her in that same day that I just saw her, when we thought she was about to go into labor, the same time that I brought her in and was giving her water and stuff, I started noticing some things like her nipples weren't like full of milk. Usually that's how it is when the dogs are going into labor or whatever. They're at least like having the milk so that when the babies come out, they can go straight to drinking the milk. They weren't full, and her area wasn't like swelled up so that when the babies do come out, they're able to come out. It was just closed. So I was confused. Like, I don't know if the babies died inside her or what. And at the time that all of this happened, it was like 6-7 p.m. in the evening. So even if we wanted to go to a vet, we couldn't, because they were already closed. Most, if not all of them, all of vets that I know here closed by 5 p.m.
Right.
And obviously we were all the way in Seafoam. So it was just such a terrible, terrible night for me and my family. I just felt so bad. I really did. Y'all, immediately when it happened, I just couldn't help but just burst into tears. I was just sad and angry, and just, it just feels so bad, because I really didn't expect that to happen. And every time I go to Seafoam, I look forward to seeing all of the dogs, obviously. But Foxy is a dog that I brought, you know, from Llama Lodge, and I just have this bond with her. And just now knowing that she passed away just really hurt me so much. But at least I know she's not in pain anymore, and it just hurt me so much knowing that, like, she was in pain and none of us even knew.
Yeah.
So that's, again, why I say just make sure you check on your dogs. If they are pregnant or you just suspect that they're pregnant, just be checking on them all the time. Because
don't you have to take your dog to the vet when they're pregnant? I mean, I never had a pregnant dog, but to me, it would seem like you'd have to, like, take the dog to the vet. Don't the dog need vitamins like people need vitamins? So that's the first video where we found out about one of the dogs passing away. Let me show you this other one about the other dogs passing away. Then I'm going to go back to your comments. Yeah, because that was really something. Hold on, let me get back to that. That was terrible. That's the only way to describe that. I describe that as terrible. Yeah, that was really terrible. All right. I think here's another one. That's the Foxy dog, okay? Now, there's another one. Let me see where I'll start this one. Hold on, y'all. I know it's not showing yet. I need to just go to see where I want to start this one. 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Okay, let's get this one where we need it to be. Now, this is another one where she's talking about something that happened out there with the dogs. So let me get this one up here. Okay. Okay.
She wanted, so gotta bring it to her.
Okay. So what's going on here is she went out to, to visit her parents, and one of her dogs won't eat, which is another sign you need to take the daggone dog to the vet. But did Black Acres take her to the vet? No, they didn't take that dog to the vet.
They just fed the dogs. Now I'm gonna go feed Crystal because for some reason she don't like being around the other dogs, and she don't come. She won't eat.
So it's Crystal. Foxy was her other dog. Now this is her another dog she has that's sick, named Crystal.
So gotta bring it to her.
What is that?
Yeah, this thing got bigger.
I don't want to see that part.
She's itching me. So pretty. Come on. Come on, Crystal. Let's go to the VIP.
Oh no, this is the one, y'all. I wanted to show y'all about Crystal. This is the one where I wanted y'all to notice that the dog was sick or the dog was acting strange. I think that this isn't the one where she's talking about the dog passed. Okay, that's the part I wanted to show y'all in this one. Was
nice. Very
how the dog was sick.
Talking with them, just sitting at the table catching.
Okay, so that's the one I wanted to show you about the dog being sick. But there's another one. See, that dog had got sick. All right, now this is another one I want to show you now. Let me go back to that. Okay, hang on. So she went out there, and her dog was not eating. Okay, and so instead of Black Acres going to see what was going on with the dog, they just said, well, the dog is not eating, and that's pretty much the end of it. But there was something else. So hold on, let me get to that video. Oh, hold on, I can go to the email and get that one. So that's the one I want to show y'all now. That one was just recently. Let me get over there. That one was recently. Let me pull that one out. Hold on one second, y'all. Chit chat. Okay. All right, I think this was 47. This one was almost at the end, like 46. Okay, so let's look at this one. And then I'm gonna come to your comments. These are the ones how we found out. That one I showed you, this last one, is when I wanted to show y'all about the dog being sick. But there was another dog that was acting strange and being sick, but Black Acres didn't take that dog to the doctor either. They didn't do anything for that dog. Okay, so we start this one at 47:32. All right, let me go over there. Let me share the screen. Okay. 47:32. Okay, we're gonna start a little bit earlier than that.
I definitely want to go to Seafold maybe next week. I haven't been to Seafold in a minute, so I definitely need to go there very soon. Y'all, just so many different things that's just been happening, and I just felt bad, to be honest. I ain't even gonna lie. I think you guys saw, yeah, Foxy passed away. Another one of my dogs passed away, and it's just like I don't know what's happening. They're working on building the gate.
So that's two dogs, Foxy, and then she didn't say the name of the other dog. So we don't know if it's Crystal. We just know Crystal was sick. Okay, so she didn't tell us the name.
Around the house. And there's also snakes out there. So I think maybe they got bit by a snake because my mom was saying that she saw like fluid coming out. So maybe she was poisoned by a snake. I don't know, y'all. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's just terrible. It's just really terrible. Like just knowing that like it's just so much, and I don't really want to overshare too much. But yeah, just certain reasons that I just haven't been there in a while. but I definitely want to go back soon so I can just check up on everything, make sure everybody's good. I still am keeping in contact with my parents, of course, but like as far as like going there and seeing my parents, my brothers, the animals and everything, I haven't been there in a minute. So I definitely want to go there hopefully next week. So let's see, y'all. It's a lot going on. And I saw this meme the other day also.
So that's the end of that one. So that's her. That's how we found out that two dogs. Now I'm sure there's more that they haven't told us about, but that's how we found out about those dogs passing away. All right, let me see. This is 7:05. Okay, let me get to the latest ones. I didn't know. She moved out. She got a job and moved out. I guess she is a sweet. Yeah, she is really sweet. She does seem like a nice. Yes, she does. Poor dogs, poor kids, poor anyone in their care. Thank you, African Goddess. Poor anybody who come in contact with them and honey and need them for anything. Bags can't afford to treat their gods correctly. No, their dogs correctly. What are you trying to say, Deborah? Poor dogs. Yeah, it's sad. What are they feeding the dog? Does it look appetizing? No, I don't know what that was. I thought that was eggs. I don't know what that was. Was it eggs and rice? Cynthia makes the dog food. Sometimes they get dog food, but sometimes she makes the dog food. One time she was feeding them pasta. Dogs need to go to the doctor regularly like us. They need health insurance too, because it costs thousands out of pocket to help them. That ain't no lie. I know home security guards are a security investment. They are treated better than humans, have passports and health. Okay. Her dog could have been deferring from kidney stones too. My dog had that too. Oh no, I'm sorry. You really have to do something lucrative to survive in Gambia or have a good pension to survive on. Yeah, you do. Dogs have medical health charts with all their vaccination, etc., just like children. Deborah, thank you. She's still holding on. Uh, yes, Kiki should be a vet. Yes, Kiki should be a vet because of her love and care for animals, but bag better start packing their bags because the signs don't look good. No, they do not. Dogs regularly, dogs require annual injections from the vet and regular checkups. Vets do emergency call outs 24 hours in Nigeria. Don't know about Gambia. Yeah, they probably do in Nigeria. Kiki's so sweet. She is sweet, isn't she? Her stomach probably swell up because of her ingestion, ingestion system. That's how my daughter dog died. They go quickly when that happens. What happened? Say that again, okay? Say what happened again. Stephanie, thank you. My dog is 14 though. She is sweet. Okay. My condolences. Doggy got sick when she wasn't there. Parents not looking out for the doggy, but they know what really happened. They sure do. My dog has seizure like sometimes, but her doctor says it's her heart overworking, flush building due to blood. Okay. Rick is Rick's story is proof that they do not take care of dogs. No, he's right. Whoever said that is right. Burley, you're right. Could have eaten something that was poisonous to their system. So sorry, Angela. Sounds like parvo infection. But parvo I thought dog, like that was for puppies, not grown dogs. Can grown dogs get that? Dogs. Can dogs get that? I thought puppies were the only ones who got parvo. They have many, they have very nice children. My dog's stomach swelled due to heart failure. Oh, she dying. She on heart medication. Oh, I'm sorry, Angela. Oh, that's painful. I am so sorry, but I'm gonna pray for you, okay? Because I know that hurts. Wow, that's sad. Salt water is possibly giving the dogs They should have brought them fresh water. What water? Oh, dedicated dog owner based in the West Africa. Vet bills are part of what you pay in the UK. Maybe bags can't. They can't. They can't afford those bills. Dog is full of worms. You think so, Steph? Oh my God. I don't. Because I think, y'all, didn't they say in Gambia that the dogs get something called mango worms? Now, do mango worms come from them eating mangoes? Because I believe Black Acres let their dogs eat mangoes. I can't find anything stateside about Black Acres of the Gambia. They don't exist here because they're not a registered business here. They're nothing here. We are all duped into thinking they are telling us the truth. Yeah, we were, and they're liars. They are big liars. I agree with your comments because of my experience with pedigreed dogs. Okay, they're having a conversation. John is on another mission. He can pop out soon. Watch. Yeah, he is. He is on another mission. I can't wait to see him. He put out a video, said he was going back to the Gambia. I can't wait. They could have brought bagged water, yeah, or the type of water. Yes, you see the Fulani water traders pushing around, which you can buy, yes, for a few cents. You're right, African goddess. You are absolutely right. Okay, they're having a conversation. All right, now we're gonna let me see where we are. Now we're gonna watch a video. So the dogs are passing away. We know why Black Acres are important to our community, right? Why we talk about them constantly. And I told you about my visit out at Black Acres. All right, now, when I was out at Black Acres, I met some of the dogs. Now, these dogs, some of the dogs are real nice. Some of the dogs are friendly, but they got these one dogs who are very, very vicious. All right. So when I was walking up to Rick, the dog just came out of nowhere. He scared me. You know, he jumped up and he was, I don't know if it was a boy or girl, and he was barking, you know, like he wanted to come towards me. But Rick and Cynthia made the dog, you know, sit down and control himself. So I say that to say that those dogs that they have out there are some vicious dogs, and they have very little to no control over those dogs. Now, let me show you this video. This is them walking through town. Okay. Now, them walking through town, you can look at them walking through town, and they walking these dogs with these little bitty leashes, honey, and I can't even believe it. I'm like, how are you walking these dogs? And I think, let me see, is this the one where they go into the beach? Yeah, wait till y'all see this. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, for some reason they muted a lot of this video. I don't know why they did that. Like, they muted the video. So look at this. Look at, they walking through the town with all these dogs. Okay. Now remember, this is a Muslim country where they don't do dogs like this, right? But look at them. They got how many dogs they walking with? 4, 5 dogs. 5 dogs they're walking with. 5 dogs they're walking down the street with. Now watch how, now look at this little leash he got for these pit bulls, so you know they could break that anytime they want to. Now look at him. Look how look how they pulling him. That's how you know when a dog is not, the way he's walking that dog, those dogs tells me he can't control those dogs, because those dogs should never lead you, because in their head, look at Cynthia. She don't have no control either. So look, no, they walk 4 dogs, okay? These dogs should be on his side. Your dog should, if you have control over your animal, that dog will be walking by your side. The way they're pulling him, those dogs know they're in charge. They're walking him. Okay. So that's a sign he has no control over these animals. And look at that little leash they got. Look at these little leashes. Wait a minute. You got to see the top of it. It's still, now watch this one. Watch her in this one. This one don't like her. Look. I can't believe this dog is doing it. Look. I thought he was going to bite her. Look. Yeah, they don't have no control. See, this is how you know these are not trained dogs. These dogs are not even used to walking. That's why they're acting like this. And again, the video's muted. I don't know to the beach.
Let her do her
That's
thing.
what I say, dog. All right, guys. If Kiki can show you this right here, we attempted to
So this
low
is
water
where they
pressure.
used to live.
So his property is
So let me show you when they get to the
there,
beach.
but here,
I think they got into a fight at the beach. See how they're pulling him? That's not how dogs walk. See, these dogs are thinking they're going to do business. They hunting. And they hot and thirsty. This is so sad. They don't have no water. Now look at this. No water for the dog to drink. So what is the dog's going to drink? The ocean water?
guys, that wasn't there before. They cleared all that out. The beach bar?
Yeah.
So they're at the beach now.
Can you give them a spiel about what Jamaica was trying to do with that? Right. If you can see the different beach bars, guys. There's about I think they said.
Okay, I want you to listen to how the dogs are panting because it is very, very hot in Gambia. They have no water for these dogs.
Jermaine did about 10 or 12 of them.
All that was up.
Different beach bars. And what he did was try to create, check this out, or deal with this sexual tourism and all this other
that
good
will
stuff.
break.
And what
That
did
thing
they
will
do?
break and that dog will go on his way.
Some of these guys sold them out. So that's what these beach bars are. Opportunities for them to do whatever. Okay, guys, we've shown you.
We're gonna walk down this way. We're going down here where there's less people.
So she wants to go down here where it's less people to get the dogs away from the people, right?
Come on. Y'all, let's just go. They shoot like 50 to last. Come on.
So again, they muted the video. I don't know why they did that. I don't even know if they know they muted it. But just look how they're acting. Look how they're pulling them. They don't interact with these dogs like that. They don't do things with these animals like that. So you put animals out like this, they're going to turn into a pack. And what are they going to do? A pack of wild animals, they're going to hunt. And that's what these dogs are doing in C4. They're hunting. So at this point, for some unknown reason, the dogs just began attacking one of the smaller dogs. Didn't I tell you? When you don't walk your dogs and you don't do anything with your dogs, they're going to form a pack. And what is a pack going to do? They're going to hunt. They see a small dog, that's prey. So we had to cut the trip short.
All right, guys, we had a little mishap at the beach today with the dogs. One of our more aggressive dogs attacked the less aggressive dog. And we don't know how Kika's going to edit that or how she's going to deal with that. But this ends a day at the beach with the dogs and walking our formerly lived in neighborhood.
This is why we don't.
No, now, if y'all think those dogs would attack, now think about that. They're going to attack each other. What do y'all think those dogs are doing in that C4 region at night? They can get out of that gate. That gate got a big old hole in it. That gate got a huge hole in it. They can get out of that gate anytime they want to get out of that gate. So let's see. Let's go back and get some of y'all comments. Okay. Bag is content. Other people still sending these people. Yeah, they still send the road. Oh, we need to talk about that. Y'all know that road, that muddy road. There was a lady who sent them money to do that road, right? Yeah. Instead of them buying those red rocks, they like hard red rocks that you put on the ground. They bought red dirt. Why they bought red dirt? Maybe to trick the lady. But they bought red dirt. And I said, well, this red dirt is going to do nothing at all, but turn into mud. And that's what it's done. And now guess who they're blaming? The contractor. But we're going to go through that. I should do that video too. We should talk about that next week. True, you would need gallons of bottled water. Okay, we did that one. Because Black Acres is going to take your money as long as you give it to them. And they still have people giving them their money. Are people still? Yes, they're still sending them money. TNK, the lady with the rose sent them money. Don't generalize. Okay, so that's y'all talking. Not all Africans neglect their dogs. Okay. Okay. Dog breeding. Okay, they still talking about the pedigree dogs. Okay. Dog breeding. Where are we at? Let me go down here some more. Okay, got stuck. The type of expensive pedigree. Okay, y'all still talking about dogs. Okay. I was saying the Gambia's Nigeria. Okay. We said that. Oh, we done with that. All right. Okay, we did that. So let me go down here past the 7:04. So I'm trying to remember with a time stamp. She just, okay, we said that one. How is this daughter making it in the Gambia and the sons can't? Well, I think she said her friend, she knew somebody who gave her that job. She always seemed to me like she was around a different type of crowd. The son, the one son, there's something I think, there's some type of issue with him. Then the other one, they said he was on illegal substances. So when you're on illegal substances, you don't hang around, quality people. Their dogs correctly. Just wondering, London lady. Snakes in the compound. Really, these people don't clear the grass, call people to kill the snakes, grow plants that repel the snakes. No, they don't do that. They do call people to cut the grass, but not regularly. That type of grass, you have to cut it all the time. And snakes like tall grass like that and water so they can hide. So I'm sure the snakes have gotten worse because I've never seen Black Acres look like this. It looks bad. It's expensive to feed that many dogs. Humans get fat stomachs from hunger. Remember those? Yeah. So you think they might be hungry back in the day? Wonder if the dogs can get oh, that's a good question, Charlie. I think the daughter is adaptable to the Gambia, and I think she likes living there. Do you think she's going to leave the Gambia? I think one day if she gets money, she will, because she made a video about that, because she misses here. Like when I go there, I miss here. I miss home. After a while, I'm ready to come back. You miss something just like an accent. You'll want to hear American accent. You'll want to see like America is a very orderly country. And when you go someplace else, you notice how orderly your country is. And you like that. You like the fact that we don't run. We walk. We walk inside. We don't run to lines. We walk to lines. We don't hop off the bus. We don't jump off the bus. We step off the bus. So you learn to appreciate those things. We don't run to the escalator and then stop because we don't know how to ride an escalator. We don't know what an escalator is. Because this is the reality of some of those people. You saw it on Kenza Babe. She was telling you. I'm sorry, Kenza, who wished she was a babe, her. She's going to be Kenza the broke babe soon. She's spending that money like running water. She's going to be broker than a joke soon. The Gambia isn't as developed, resourceful, or wealthy comparison to other African countries. No, it's not. Okay. You can buy dewormer dewormer very cheaply. But do eating mangoes give the dogs worms, y'all? That's why it's not easy to import pets to another country. Oh, different parasites and illnesses. Good point, TNK. I think your audience tends to easily forget that the Gambia isn't as developed, evolved as other African countries. Charlie, you write too many dogs. Yep. Do you have any? How many do they have? They had 20 plus, including puppies, but they don't have that now. And I know they sold some of them, but no, some of them, those older dogs, those dogs that was like the vicious dogs, they didn't sell them. What happened to them? What happened to Cut? What happened to Anime, which is Funny Face? What happened to her? What happened to Honey? What happened to Blackie? What happened to them? The vicious ones that was staying in their house. What happened to them? Rick and Cynthia still have American minds set, talking about the illusion. Yeah, they're the ones in the illusion. These dogs are taking the people for a walk. Yeah, they are. These dogs are not. No, they're not. I told y'all when I saw that video, I said, "Oh, these dogs ain't. They don't do nothing with them. They just decided let's make a video and take the dogs for a walk." But if dogs will tell every time because dogs are used to patterns, so they know you ain't taking us for no walk. We don't wear this. We don't do this. These pit bulls must have been expensive. They could have made some serious money. They did. They did. That's what they did, breeding them. They would tell them these are American pit bulls. So everybody in the Gambia wanted the American pit bull because they wanted them to be vicious to keep out the robbers. Yep, one of the dogs bit Cynthia on the leg. Sure did. One of the pit bulls from America bit Cynthia on the back of the leg, and they had that dog since they were a baby. So I'm like, something's going on with, they must not be treating these dogs right. Because you see how the white dog was pulling away from her and how he was acting? And then the dog bit her on the Achilles tendon. I was like, oh no, that dog was trying to hurt you. One of the dogs bit Cynthia. The dogs are left to find their own. Are you serious, Burley? She said the dogs are left to find their own food on the land. American dogs eat whatever the owners eat. I had dogs all my life. Nothing ever happened to them. They are built differently. Why did they acquire 4 dogs and don't know how to? No, they had 20 dogs, honey. These people, yes, exactly. Hey, places and spaces. There was a famous popular case in the U.S. of a female white dog sitter who had their by dogs. She was sitting and trauma. Oh my God, I can't even read that. That traumatized me. I've been watching them a while, Humble Lion says, and see no progress according to what they want Black Acres to be. I don't either. And that's the sad thing about it. It's just the latest one video when all the workers unquit again. Did y'all see that one? Where all the workers unquit. The grass is up to the roof. So, for the people who don't know what we're talking about, I'm going to slip that one on real quick. Because Black Acres, you can tell something is clearly going on with Black Acres of the Gambia. And how you know? Is because look at your surroundings. All your workers have, that place looks like just an empty, I don't even know what it looked like. It just looks like, I don't know. I'm going to have to show it to y'all and y'all respond. And again, do we see the dogs? Do we see the dogs on here? This is the road, y'all. See, she looking for Blackie. See, where the dogs at? Y'all know the dogs usually run when they see them. We see the dogs, they start walking with them. This is the road that lady paid for them. Y'all know this was not no rocks. This is straight up dirt. This was a whole lie. This is one of the containers that somebody's paying. Hold on, y'all. This is one of, hold on, y'all. Sorry. Y'all couldn't see the video. Please forgive me. Remember, I'm a one-woman show. All right, so let me show y'all what I'm talking. Y'all can see it now, right? Okay, good. All right, let me play it again.
In case we have to go back out and stuff. Yeah, we just need to throw some blocks down. That's all.
So here comes one dog.
Yep. Yeah, I think we'll be able to get through here. I just don't want to.
Look at this. This lady paid to get this fixed. Okay, she gave them money to put for this road to be a road.
Yep.
They brought dirt instead.
In case some of y'all didn't notice, we did move the bananas from this side.
Look at this.
To this.
Look at this. What is this? What is this, people? What is this? All the money we gave Black Acres. All the money. And this is what this looks like. This is what it looks like.
Side over here, just until we can find a permanent spot for them. But in the process of moving them, bananas still growing over here. If you can see that one over there, some bananas are still growing over there. I think it's about 2. Nope. They closed up in there.
They're looking for the dogs, but they ain't telling us. They're not telling us. You hear her here. He just asked her, are they closed up in there? Because they don't know where they are. She was just calling Blackie. He ain't came yet.
Yeah, let me open it up.
They cut that. Y'all hear that? They cut that part. She said, you hear that noise? He was like, yeah, let me open it up. They cut that. That's what's going on there.
Yeah, let me open it up.
She said no.
Yeah, let me open it up.
And that's what they did. They cut it out. They cut that part out.
Got to replace this one. I mean, it's just taking too long
Look at
to
that.
grow. Down here and get the weeds out. This right here is my citrus tree.
Look at this. They still
limes
to us. Who's believing
limes
this
to be exact, and it's almost taller than me.
Look at this.
There's my barbecue grill, guys. 8 years we haven't barbecued yet. But we gonna barbecue though.
Yeah.
We gonna barbecue.
We gonna barbecue. Look at this. Look at this. This is what we gave our money to. This
a lot of green in here. And it's surprising now that it doesn't look as bad as it has in the previous years.
What?
This was a lot of water now. Sweet Juicy Mama and I of the mindset it hasn't rained as bad as it has in.
He said, I've been watching Black Acres since 2019. How you gonna tell me? And it might have been 2020, maybe 2020. Yeah, maybe end of 2020, I think. Tell me something, y'all. Black Acres has never looked this bad. This is horrible. This is horrible. But they can't even see how horrible it is.
Previous years. I mean, we still got 2 months left, and we'll see how that.
Y'all see any dogs? I don't see any. I seen one dog.
Works, but that's where we are up to this point. And again, our workers quit on us. Normally, we tell them
our workers quit on us. The workers up. The workers up. Quit on them again.
Hey, listen. When it rains, in the morning time, don't come to work because we don't have a shelter for you. But this year they took it upon themselves to just fire themselves. So this is what a garden is looking like this right here. Since they just quit on us and stuff, we just went ahead and shut it down until the rainy season.
They didn't quit. They fired them. You can tell by his response when he said they fired themselves. He fired them because they weren't showing up, because they got this policy, if it rains, don't come. But see, what if it rained at 5 o'clock in the morning? I mean, it's raining. I'm not going to come. But by 9, it stopped. So then he wants them to come. So see, they probably thinking, well, it's raining, I'm not going to come. It's rainy season, I'm not going to come. So he's mad because they're not coming. So they probably showed up, and he probably fired all of them.
Season is over with. And right now we're having a lot of people coming in saying, I hear you're hiring and stuff, which is true. But after rainy season.
See, that's how you know. Because if they had the money to pay these people, they would still have the workers. They fired the workers because they wanted to save money during rainy season. And instead of telling the truth, they're going to lie. Because how you know? Look how it looks. If they have money and people are knocking their door down to work there, they would hire them to clean up this place.
We have a fresh new group up in here during rainy season, and hopefully we can get a little bit more productivity and a little bit more knowledgeable crews on what we want. Look at the sugar cane, guys. It's growing in abundance. But when I pulled out a couple of canes, it wasn't sweet at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's absorbing salt water. They water their plants with salt water. They don't go get fresh bottled water. They don't go get water from any. They get water from there. Salt water. That's why the sugar cane doesn't taste sweet.
And so, feel like it's trying to rain now. But anyway, I'll probably wipe it all out and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked it up and said, hey, you know, can it grow good? And
this is what we threw our
maybe
money this is what we threw our money away on. We threw our time away. We threw our loyalty away. We believed in nothing, people. We believed in absolutely nothing.
Acid or in a salty amount. Now, we did put some compost in there and manure, but still, it just didn't taste sweet. In fact, you know, it was not good at all. So I'll chalk that one up to something that didn't take out here at the land, and we'll do something else again
irrigation system
in the future. But look at everything.
Now,
if you can compare this to previous years, you'll see that.
Remember when the Sierra Leonean people was out there putting in this drip irrigation system? Remember all that? How they was going through all of that. Now look at it. Look at it.
The water isn't as bad.
They waste money
as it has been.
Money.
Sweet Juice and Mama's out here getting some eggplants, because the last time I was out here, where did they pull this? Where did this come? Ooh, look at this right here. That right there goes to the drip irrigation system, but it is far down in there. Yeah, it's deep down in there. I thought it was just a top. Yeah, but the water doesn't look as bad as it has in past years. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anyway, guys, yep. We'll be bringing in a new crew after rainy season and stuff. Sweet Juice Mama picking up.
They have no money to bring in anybody right now.
These eggplants and stuff. Mm-hmm. We've been emptying the freezers because they were packed with It's still packed, Sweet Mama? Wow. Greens, tomatoes. I know carrots. We still got carrots in there, right? The white radish, yep. And we're gonna look at that big one there, baby. That is a big one there. Woo. Look at that. See how soft that is?
Look at that. Look at this. This is so unsafe. This is marsh. This is marsh. This is not land that you grow anything on.
She's up there.
No,
here
just
go two dogs. Here go the black dog.
So,
they didn't want to come eat this morning.
Y'all hear her say they didn't want to come eat this morning?
You seen Red?
Yeah, she's up there. But you need her.
No, I just wondered if you saw her.
So Red is one of the dogs that he's seen. Okay. So pay attention, because they're gonna ask, what's his name? Has he seen her?
They didn't want to come eat this morning.
They didn't want to come eat this morning. Why wouldn't the dogs want to come eat in the morning? That doesn't make sense. Dogs always want to eat. Why would, especially worker dogs, they never turn down food.
Come down. They'll come down when they get hungry enough.
So you hear him? That's what he always say. They'll come down when they get hungry enough. What do they mean come down? Where are the dogs at? Come down from where?
I'm down to get hungry now. Still got the lemongrass. We just mama ain't making me no tea and stuff like that. We just oh well. Yep. We just bring in a bigger and better crew. That's all. Nope. They're supposed to come when it's not raining and there's a lot of non-rainy days, and they just said it's raining. That's not good enough for the whole rainy season.
Told you he fired them.
Yeah, they don't want to come
They
in
didn't
here.
quit, he fired them.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. Those that thought they were irreplaceable. Yep. Those that thought they were irreplaceable gonna find out that they were replaced. So anyway, look at the pineapples, guys. Nothing has popped out or started fruiting yet. But look at the growth in them and stuff. So I figure after rainy season, these bad boys, after we clear a lot of weeds out and stuff. Coriander.
That's how they gotta eat every year.
And I'm not gonna chop them down, stuff like that, I'll take what nature gives me. Yep. We got some down that way too. Look at this big one right here.
Look at this.
You see it, babe?
How do you have weeds and trees growing?
I thought you were talking about this one here.
I don't get this.
Yep. We let them grow. Whatever nature gives us and stuff.
Look at that. Water.
Yep. Get off me. Stop jumping on me, girl. You're making me dirty. Always check on these pineapples to see if something growing. Let me check on these
Look at this place.
Let me check on these whatchamacallit, babe.
This looks so bad.
Dragon fruit.
This looks so bad. This was the VIP, remember? Look how I look now. Remember they took that man's money? What was his name? Oh God, I forgot his name. Ghost Man. Remember Ghost Man gave them some money to build him a VIP, but that was called the Ghost Man. Remember they never built it? They never built it.
I don't think so.
They kept that money too.
Too proud of it, but you got some chocolate trees growing. Look at these. Wow. The grass and just seemed like stuff wasn't in an orderly manner. But I can understand when things happen now, because look at us right now. See what I'm saying? You just got to go with the flow.
Dogs, that's it.
Not so much worry about the aesthetics. Just get to the nitty gritty. Get to the end result and stuff. Apple trees still growing. Keep up with Sweet Juicy Mama over here. And we pulled up the sweet potatoes, but this was going on out here at Black Acres of the Gambia. And we ain't looking so hot right now, but we will recover and stuff, okay?
They will
We said the people quit on us and stuff, so.
No, you
we were paying a
quit lying.
Good wage with good accommodations, and
Please.
as soon as we find a space. Now I did do
They
this
didn't even have a restroom.
one and this one.
Look
But you
at
can
that.
tell that I didn't get to this one.
Look how high the
This row
grass is
and that
over.
row over there.
Y'all, those are plants. Look
As
at
soon as we
that.
find a space. Now I did do this
Look
one
at that.
and this one.
Grass is.
But you can tell that I didn't get to this one.
They're not serious about this planting stuff, y'all. I hate to break it to y'all. They're not serious about this. They're not serious about this, okay? They're serious about that house that they live in. But they're not serious about it. They're not serious about anything else they told us. Because this garden right here is proof. This is supposed to be the communal garden for the people. Now look at it. Now look at it. Where's all the money going? To the house.
This one, this row, and that row over there. So catch another couple of days of no rain, and I'll come out here and hook that up.
Wow, this is sad.
I think on my avocado trees, this is my second year of rain.
But when people get so depressed, They don't see the reality of around them. Rick doesn't see that this is a disaster. Cynthia doesn't see this as a disaster. They keep telling themselves these lies.
And they're still growing. Get a lot of water during rainy season, but not so much during non-rainy season. I have James watering them, and I think we lost maybe 2 or 3 uh, avocado trees and replaced them with a citrus or a cashew. So this is the second uh, rainy season that they've been in the tires in the ground. So as long as they stay alive.
No dogs. Y'all see any dogs?
Yep.
I seen them too. That was it. Look at the VIP.
Oh yeah.
It's falling apart. Look at
All
this.
right, family. Give you a little.
You can't even walk out there. There's no
Give you a quick
trail.
view again. A bag during rainy season.
There's not even any walking trails. This is where they usually be working, y'all. Look at that. This is the VIP. Do you know how many workers it's going to take to get this place back like it? This is
Again, if you compare it with previous years, yeah, it don't look so bad now. They're gonna sweet juice mama's greens.
Look.
You know what I'm saying? Like we do, we show you the good, the bad, and the ugly.
They said the greens. Where? This is where the greens were? Oh. Wow.
Right now, this right here don't look so hot, but trust me, we're gonna fix it though. We're gonna fix it. All right. That's right. All right, then. All right. All right, then. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Wow. That's how Black Acres looks today, with 2 dogs. Of the 20 dogs, 20 plus dogs they had. They had like 10 adult dogs, and they was having puppies all the time. Now they don't have, we see 2 dogs. The dogs are somewhere on the hill, not coming down because they don't want to eat. Something's going on. They taking them for a bath in the sea. The salt water get rid of the lice and stuff. Okay. Oh, that's what you saying. That's why they took them for a bath. All right. So let me see, check this. I'm trying to get the latest comment, so I'm gonna start here. I cannot start over every year. They need to come back to the U.S. and just face the music, Burley says. Rick sounded pretty down. He usually be so upbeat and jovial. Yeah, that's how I know it's bad, because he sound like it. He sounds sad, especially when she said, you hear that noise in there, and he said, open the door. You know, especially when they said that. That's when I know something goes on out there, and they're not telling us. Something crazy goes on out there, and they're not telling us. Weren't they told this land was, yes, swampland, joy? Yes. They didn't know. Yes. The man told them when he said, I'm going to build the house over here. The man who he leased the land from said, no, you might want to go back over there some because this is swampland. He said, no, they want to have a view, an ocean view. They want to look out on the river. Okay. And that's what they got. They did that on purpose. When it all boils down, they need the Gambians, and the Gambians, they need the Gambians. The Gambians know the land, not the Americans. They know damn well they ain't eating out that garden. They buying their vegetables to eat. They buying everything to eat. They can't eat that stuff. Now, if the sugar was salty, what y'all think the rest of that stuff tastes like? Pineapples need replanting yearly. These pineapples are not market gardeners. Wait a minute, let me make this big. These pineapples are not market gardeners. If they were, the market women would come and buy for them. No, they can't. The market won't let them sell because they're no good. They give them the second price for them. At Kiki Loves Nigeria, do you think that it's money that is preventing their daughter to? Yeah, I do. I suspect the other reasons because she has a U.S. pass. I think it's money. Yeah, I do. Because she can get a round trip ticket and she can easily go back. I noticed most of their crops are grown most in containers instead of directly in the ground. I guess they know that the soil, yes, they do. They know the soil isn't suitable. You're absolutely right. So they grow it in the containers and then they put it in the ground. Or sometimes they just grow it and then take it out of the container. Kiki, they just show the swampland. They just show the swampland. They do, Angela, but they don't care about that. They don't care about that. Honey, all they wanted from us was money to build that house because he didn't have to pay no rent. He wanted to live in a place where he didn't have to pay no rent and he'd figure the rest out later. $20, I can imagine the stint. Yes, just imagine. Imagine. And they didn't clean up nothing. They are all jokes. Yes, they are. Mr. McAfee was an Alan Gear character from The Living Color. Rick gives me the you are so silly, the Alan Greer vibes. Mm-mm. That is hilarious. They shouldn't be advertising that Americans sharing containers in the land. Robbers will know these containers likely have expensive goods in them and will make them a target of theft. Wow. Maybe right. That's why it's imperative to get rid of the dogs. Maybe that's why the dogs are disappearing like that. Because all I saw was 2 dogs. And those are the same old 2 dogs. And you heard them asking, where's Red? They need the lemongrass to keep the snakes out. Onions, smelly plants like that. Oh, but that ain't enough, honey. That's why they got the lemongrass in there. Somebody must have told them that. What happened to the wall with all the men? It's still there. Well, last we seen, we don't know. We ain't seen it in a while. He's an ignorant, bitter old man. Yes, he is, Edra. They could have rented out the tractor to other farmers. Yep. Too much land, not enough hand. Saltwater acres of the Gambia. Yeah, that's what it is. Salt waters. I just think the same absolute failures. Tammy says, yes, time for scamming expats to call it a day. All right, let's go look at our next video. Where was I at? So in that one, we saw how they have no control over these dogs whatsoever. All right, none whatsoever. Now I want you to check out this video. All right, strolling around the grounds. Let's check that one out. So we're going to go back. Oh, I might have just looked that one up. Yeah, I did. So hold on. Let me get back to the downloads. All right. So now we want to look at them strolling around the. Okay, let me go here. I'm going to go to. Let me play this while I get to the part. I'm going to let y'all see all the dogs that were there. And this isn't even still all of them. It was more than this. When they arrived, they had a whole bunch of dogs. All right, let me share the screen. Okay. So these are just some of them.
The trailer? Oh, they finished painting it today. Something been out here walking.
Okay,
the dog park.
go back to where.
Don't scare me like that.
I'm like, wait a minute.
So we want to go to 50 seconds in this video.
Coming back, what, Monday or Tuesday? They're no good. I think it's rubbish.
Okay, we'll pull them up.
All right, so
yes, it's compost now.
Check out the dogs here.
Green compost.
Yes. Take it up, let it dry, and reuse it. Right. But they call it a recycle. Mm-hmm. Y'all been making this hole in here, dogs? Mm-hmm. Y'all having a good old time in here, huh? I wonder which one was it. You sure that's the dogs? Yep. You like they dig in the ground over there. There's a little hole. Uh-huh. They enjoying this, and I am too. I'm so excited about this, guys. I'm out here. I know I've spent the night out here before, but
Okay.
Not like this.
not like this, guys. This
And we got
just
4 dogs.
we
See?
had 5. I don't know where it go.
It'll
See?
pop back up when it get home.
They just can't wait till this house finish where they can, and the gate is.
So these were the 5 dogs who they sent out there. Okay. So they had one named Scar. Scar disappeared right after he got there. They haven't seen Scar since then. They don't know what happened to Scar. All right, so hold on. Let me put this video where I want it to start. 10:50. Okay.
See,
Anime.
this metal wire, it didn't even last.
They chasing something.
I don't see
Anime.
no.
The snake got her. There they go. They're wrestling.
Oh,
So y'all hear that? He said, I don't see Annie Mae, which is also Funny Face. That's one of the older dogs. And did you hear her come back with a snake got her? So they know this is going on, but they're not telling us.
yeah, I was supposed to be having a machete.
It's in my I'm talking about my stick.
It's all good.
Yeah, with this camera, because I know they probably saying you hurting my eyes. I'm sorry, guys.
See how this metal wire, it didn't even last.
They chasing something.
I don't see
Anime.
no.
The snake got her. There they go. They're wrestling.
Oh man, false alarm.
They just having fun in the grass.
Go ahead, I ain't mad at them.
Go ahead, enjoy, guys.
You know how dangerous this is? You know how many snakes and scorpions are out there at Black Acres?
This is y'all home.
Listen, this is y'all home.
Enjoy, have a good time, do what you want. At least you're not at the other house messing things up.
This right here.
None of them, we don't even see them dogs now.
This is where we want to put some African round houses.
Around here.
You know,
They're
about
lies. That's
Okay.
maybe
lies.
20 meter by 20 meter plots.
Wow.
I mean, not the whole house, but the round African house for rental, of course, for people that are coming over and winning future contests.
Winning future contests. Yo, there was no winner of the other contests.
Storming these 10, 20 foot, excuse me, these 10,
These people are
20
sad.
meter by 20 meter plots, these 10 round houses, and behind it, that's where we have
Back
our
that
store.
way.
That's where we have our store behind it.
Oh,
The
yeah.
store.
Here, they can have access.
Your dog's gonna borrow somebody's shoe over here.
She know he lying. Now look, they got somebody's shoe. What did they do to get that shoe?
Always messing with people's shoes.
That ain't nobody but Dirty D.
Yeah.
We don't see that dog anymore. We don't see Dirty D no more.
D, because he the only one to be way back here.
Come on, doggies. Go, doggies. Go, go, go.
No, they don't have dogs like that no more.
All they know how to do is eat, and sleep like children.
Get in your way.
Kind of like some kids used to be. Bite off. That's good though, isn't it?
When we went somewhere, I was like, "This is a dinner tree." It was like a little jungle. All
Looks beautiful. It's going down.
Yep. I'm not sure, sweet mama. I don't know if the termites got to it or what.
They probably ain't been watering it.
No, first time I'm going. Just lost a couple of them. Be termites.
Yeah.
What y'all doing?
Nah.
Watch out for the hoods. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch out for the hoods.
All right, so I wanted
Watch out
y'all.
for
I think
those
that
fake
was
dropouts.
I wanted y'all
I'm
to
just saying,
see
you know, like you got a lot of people that like to wear those hoods, those white hoods.
about what she said
walk
about the
around.
snakes.
So
And just the
if you're in
surroundings
Kansas
Like
City,
there's somebody else.
just the surroundings that they're in, like how dangerous this is, that these dogs are out here with these snakes and these scorpions, and they have poisonous snakes out here. Poisonous snakes, and you can't see any snakes in all this tall grass. It is it's a very dangerous environment that those dogs are living in. All right, I'm going to take some of y'all questions, and then we're going to put up this next. Let me see what the next video is. I think I'm talking about, I think there's several reasons why the dogs have disappeared out at Bag. Let me see which video we're going to talk about. Then I'm going to pull that one up. You might not want to watch. Oh, God, this one. This one was horrible. Now, y'all tell me. We're going to see if this one has something to do with it. This is why I think people are doing things to those animals, because Rick and Cynthia did let their animals do horrible things to those cows out there. And I told y'all, the Fulani people don't play like that. You're going to pay for that. I was saying the same thing, absolute failures. Yeah, they are. They are absolute failures. And they mad at anybody who dares not to be a failure. There is no reason for this project to fail. They need to do some of the work themselves. Honey, they don't do no work. It's extremely dangerous and careless of them. Yeah, it is. Deborah, me too. I watch many of their YouTubers in Africa, both young and old, and plus poor and rich. Okay. Mr. Jordan says, don't miss all that bragging they used to do, talking about what he's going to do. Nothing. Exactly. He's done nothing. The dogs look happy, Kiki. Nothing lasts forever. You're right. You're right. They did look happy. That's why I'm like, what happened? I liked the dogs. I really did. I really did. It's just sad. You honey, right, Rick, please put your shirt on. I don't think that they can afford a doghouse. Honey, they changed the chicken coop into the doghouse. Rick, please put your shirt on. Yes. They must have destroyed that rental property. They did. Remember, they was complaining. Fresh Prince of Wakanda did a video about that. How the landlord wanted them out because he said they were tearing up the house and the house was dirty. The dogs live in a chicken house. They had a chicken house, but all of a sudden, they stopped staying in that chicken house. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, the dogs refused to stay in that chicken house. Then they started staying in the house. Then all of a sudden, they quit staying in the house. Now, I don't know where they stay. I agree, but you can't. Okay, she's talking to somebody. They don't seem worried about the dogs. No, they don't, TNK. Just another day, right? I was just about to say that the dogs are dying from snake bites. You think so? Yep. It's either that. I think it's snake bites. I think it's a combination of snake bites and poisoning, special seasoning. That's what I think. Yep, that's what I think. November, I guess we got the house with no rent. Prime space for snakes to be in rent. Yes. They need a farm manager. He had one, but she quit. He said she quit. He probably fired her too. They say they're trying to leave a legacy for their children. No, they're not. They're leaving a legacy for them. They ain't leaving a legacy for nobody. I wonder, are Rick and Cynthia are so afraid to return back to America? Why they're so afraid to return back to America? The Gambia is not working out for them. Plus, their money is dying out. It is. Woman, come to my farm. Okay, she's talking to her. Deborah, they are a mess. How long they gonna do this at their age? Exactly. Nobody is going to buy lemongrass. It grows wild everywhere. Trust me, the land is not fit to grow vegetables. It's too salty and too low-lying. Continuing to add poop as fertilizer will cause illness. Oh, for real? So do you think they're getting sick from that? Wow. And you know what? It said that when you put raw, but they dry it out, don't they? I hope they dry it out. Do y'all think they just putting raw fertilizer on there? Raw waste on there? They're not just putting raw waste on there, are they? Are they treating it? Or are they just putting raw waste? Because if you're putting raw waste on there, that's dangerous. They out of their mind if they think I'm going to pay to see a house. They ain't even done when people do houses tours for free. Yeah, that's true. I don't believe they know what to grow. Okay, so now we're going to go to my other suspicion. We talked about, was it poisoning? All right. Now, I want to talk about something else. This is why I think it could be the special seasoning. Because this video I'm about to show you guys is unbelievable what Rick and Cynthia let their dog, Annie Mae, do to this cow. Now you got to remember these are their properties. The Fulani love these animals, right? They treat these animals like they are family members. So if you mess with their animals, that's war with them. So Bag has constantly declared war on these cattle. So check this out.
He over here just wild and loud, whining like a cow, as my grandma
This is why I think Black is being targeted and their animals.
used to say. Huh? I don't know. Here come Anime. Go girl, go girl. Look
See?
at my dog. Go get her.
Look how she cheering her on. And these are pit bulls. Pit bulls love when you praise them. So if you praising them, they're gonna attack even more. They're gonna attack even more.
Get him. Go get that cow. There it is. Go get her, Anime.
Wow.
Get her. She don't see it. Oh, okay, she see it now. There she go. Get her, girl. She gonna take off.
Look.
Ooh, we look at that little cow. That's a baby cow.
And it's a baby cow on top
How did it get here?
Rick or somebody there could have easily led that calf off that land. They did not have to do what they just did. Oh, it's gonna get worse.
You know you got beat on these mounds, right?
Look.
That's a baby.
Look. And they just
no Anime. Rick, he gonna eat it.
You see Rick turned around. Look.
I don't want her to kill it.
Look, you see Rick walked away.
Anime.
Y'all see that? Y'all see? Ooh. I'm sorry. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? This a nasty man. This a nasty evil man. Look at this, y'all. You see this?
Rick.
Y'all see this? He gonna pay for that. He gonna pay. He gonna pay for that.
Don't you kill that cow?
He gonna pay for
right. That's a baby.
Look, he's standing
no
right
Anime.
There. Look how he turned around and walked away. Like let her kill it. Look at him.
I don't want her to kill it.
Oh, he's a nasty man.
Anime.
That's a nasty man, y'all.
Don't you kill that cow?
Rick Usamburo is a mean-spirited, nasty person. Mean-spirited. He only went back because she was filming it and he knew we was watching. He was not going to go back. He gave that dog permission to kill that baby cow. That calf.
Anime.
It's too late now. Y'all done let her taste blood.
Let her out.
Look. No control over that dog. Look. Poor little calf. Oh, God.
Anime. Oh, Lord.
Oh, I can't look at that, y'all.
Anime.
These people are evil, and they get everything that happened to them, they deserve it. Everything that happens to them, they deserve everything. I cannot believe they let that dog do that.
Rick, you should tie it down.
Poor thing.
Don't you hit my dog.
Look, and those workers saw that. Y'all know those workers know who that calf belonged to. Y'all know those workers know who owns those cows. He don't realize what he's done. He does not realize what he has done. I can't even believe it.
Whew. Please.
And they filmed this.
Is the dog okay? The
They
cow
filmed it and they put it on YouTube. No shame. No shame.
okay? Sorry, guys. She did what she's supposed to.
See? See,
You
look
supposed
at
to tie
them.
it down.
Look at the men. They can't believe it. The Gambians can't believe it. Look at him. He's standing there like, I can't believe what I just saw. That was a baby doing nothing to nobody. That's how you know these people are the epitome of evil. Like I tell you all the time. I tell you all the time. And once again, I've just showed you. No, they've just showed you. Nothing good will ever happen to Black Acres. Nothing good will ever happen to Black Acres. And she laughed.
That's what I said. You should have
She
tied it
laughed.
down.
She was gonna kill it.
I know.
That'd have been our first cow.
Yeah.
She was trying to kill that.
Anime, come here, girl.
Boy, she was trying to kill it.
She knows it's not supposed to be here.
Wow.
Woo, look at that tongue. That is a big dog here.
Wow. That was
There you go, girl.
big.
Come here. Come here, girl.
That was
It's okay. It's okay. You
That
do what
was-
you're supposed to.
see. So you know what she gonna do? Every time she see a cow, she gonna do that.
Oh, well. He almost was a cowless dog for the next person. Hopefully it don't come in here no more. That's all I can say. I'm glad she didn't hurt it. Yeah. You got Sammy over there putting up.
So you think the owner of that calf don't have a problem with that? Or you think the owner of that calf was cool with that? Tell me what you think. Mhm. Tell me what you think. Let's get these comments. Honey, hey, honey child, how you doing? Yeah, blood is on there. It sure is. Can someone tell me the name of the video, please? African Goddess is an animal rights global group. They'll be in trouble. Peter said it's an organization against animals. Yeah, it's against Peter's for animal rights. Yeah, they would get them for that. Deborah, you say, but you clearly watched them. Wow, they are both evil. That was so mean, Jay. That was terrible. That was terribly mean. And you're right, they're both mean. They're both mean and evil to the core because that was a baby calf. That was a little calf. That was a baby. You did that to a baby and you laughed and you encouraged that. Everything that happens to Black Acres, honey, they deserve it and more. I say more to come. And my phone just agreed with me. More to come. That was your confirmation, Black Acres. There is more. You see this phone, Black Acres? That's what they use, electronics. They just confirmed what I said was the truth. More to come for you. More to come. They just getting started with you. Rick is the devil. What he let happen to that calf, he is the devil. She is too, because she encouraged the dog to do it. They're both the devil. What do you mean? And I don't understand. I'll tell you, I'm talking to each other. That's a criminal, horrible person. Yes, he is. I'm going to report them to Peter. I hope Peter's international so they can get him. Because if they was here, Peter would be all over him. What's the title of the video, please? The name of this video is You Might Not Want to Watch This Video, a Near-Death Incident. Again, you might not want to watch this video, a near-death experience. Yeah, please report them to Peter. I hope Peter does international stuff. Unalived cow, that's some families' months of income. Exactly. So who are you to do that? Who are you to decide that? because they were on your land and all you had to do was get them off. They really built that wall. Rick told me wasn't climbing. I wasn't climbing that wall. I think they forgot he is in another country. Now he's going to pay the owner for that calf. Yes, he is. One Love says, hey, Duff. Yeah, they scammed the many out of $100. Remember that $100 a raffle, and remember the $100 plaques. That was 5 years ago. Really, we haven't seen a winner yet. Thousands sent. They sure did, honey. Because I want to send in some. They sure did. They sent in thousands. Okay. There is nothing growing. So why do they care for that couple of cows? Right. There's nothing growing. Exactly. Honey's child. It's better hope that the Fulani herdsmen don't see or hear about this, because they better ask the Nigerians. I told them that, honey's child. I told them. They're going to get you. Them Fulani herdsmen don't play about them cattle. And I said, if you don't believe me, just Google Northern Nigeria and the Fulani herdsmen and see how much they play. Because they're battling over there right now. They were foolish on film themselves, sticking their dog. Yeah, they sure were. They are all cruel, nasty, evil. I do not condone cruelty. And she was there laughing. I told you they're gonna pay for that, honey. You're gonna pay for that. Because my grandma would have said, how you know that wasn't an angel God sent down here disguised as a cow just to see how you was gonna treat it. Just to see if you was gonna let that little cow walk off that land, or if you was gonna sick that dog on that cow. And Rick and Cynthia failed the test. Laughing too. I'm reporting them to PETA. Please do, London lady. Yeah, she was laughing. It's comedy. These cows are someone's livelihood. That's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. Damn, Erica, go back to Africa voice. We'll do it every time. All right. Now, let me show y'all this one, okay? Now, this is another reason why I'm telling y'all I believe that someone is unaliving Black Acres animals, that they are indeed giving them this special seasoning, because Black Acres have done dirty deals to these Gambians. They have done terrible things, especially to these Fulani herdsmen who have these cattle. They've done terrible things to the to the cattle. So let me look and see. We're going to start this video at 8 minutes and 57 seconds. They've done terrible things. And why they think they're going to just get away with this stuff, I don't know. This one was unbelievable. And they filmed this too. I guess they think the Africans don't watch TV.
Colette and Colleen
or watch TV.
We'll eat it up.
All right, Doug, make sure you hold that rope now.
So we don't see the dogs, Colette and Colleen, anymore. You notice that? They're gone.
Look at those.
Colette and Colleen with anime like I'm following you. You ain't
Yeah, stay away from my dog. In there.
No.
That's cool. Okay. As long as the dogs don't mess with you. All right. I'm gonna let you handle it now. Give me a yell. You need some help. All right, family. What Sweet Juicy Mama saying now? Selfie stick. Walking around meddling in there.
No, I just got a message. Somebody was talking to me.
Okay then, sweet
I'm not
mama.
messing with anybody.
All right.
But
all
Annie Mae is trying to keep her away from the security house.
Huh?
Annie Mae like I'm following you. You ain't give
stay away from my dog.
My dog.
So basically
now make sure Annie Mae don't mess with it, dog.
We don't know how I guess another calf came onto their land. Okay. This calf they kept. They did not return it to the owner. They did not take it to the Akalo. They kept the calf.
In attack mode. Mm-hmm.
That's why I say you better put her in the house.
All right.
You're gonna have some sheep meat.
Mm-hmm. Can't have that. So that's nice. Now all we gotta do is train the dogs not to attack, and then we get a lot more of those.
Yeah.
Fatten them up and stuff.
Well, as long as we have a gate and it's around, I
Get
ain't,
it.
them other dogs at the house will eat those goats up.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, there's like 10 more
sheep,
dogs at the
goats,
house.
whatever. Huncho and Honey and Colette and Colleen were terrible.
Macho, Honey, Colette, Colleen, where are those dogs at? Where they at? They were out there.
We'll eat it up.
All right, Doug, make sure you hold that rope now. Look at Doug, my son, city boy. He ain't no city boy. He from Clarksville. He from Clarksville, Tennessee.
He was born
Look
in
Hick Town.
Springfield, Tennessee.
Look at him. Let's see what he do. Look how he. He trying to grab him by the horn, the little baby horn. Okay, he pulling him. Look at Doug. Yeah. Junior, if you're looking at this, look at your baby brother.
He had to come all the way to Africa to get countrified. What the heck?
Come on.
You were born in. When you born in Springfield, Tennessee?
Probably.
Springfield, Illinois. Nah.
Sweet mama, you gonna close that gate?
Where I'm gonna close this for?
You want some snakes to go in there?
Yeah. Y'all killing it. Y'all just mistreating it.
Now, that where they took the goat from, that was the dog's house. Now you hear him say, "Sweet mama, close that gate," and she was like, "No," or something. But he said, "Do you want those snakes to go in there?" So I think that's why the dogs quit staying in there, because the snakes was so bad in there.
I mean, he's gonna die either way.
We're gonna breed him or her.
They're gonna breed them. Okay, listen to all they're gonna do, y'all.
Huh? Okay.
What is this, a goat?
Time good around
Where they got this goat from? I don't know what you call a baby goat. Is that a calf too? I don't know where they got this baby goat from. All right. But this baby goat came from somewhere. This is somebody's baby goat. Instead of them taking this baby goat to where it's supposed to go, they kept it.
But look what Anime doing. But, huh?
I said, make sure he tie it down like a country boy.
She said tied down like a country boy. Mm-hmm. What she getting her foot ready to race or chase something.
Anime?
Yeah.
You better not come up over here mess with this darn goat.
Yo, you got it good in that? Good and tight?
That's not coming out.
All right.
Tie. Yeah. He ain't know it does not tie.
Until then, why don't we just fill up them a water bucket? Let me.
Like she wants you to pet her.
Well, they getting used to the surroundings.
What do they eat?
Grass.
That's it.
Grass and oats and.
Hi, girlfriend. Are you looking for your mom?
That's a good size. First.
They know it's a baby. You hear her say, "You looking for your mom?" So they know this is a baby goat that is got somehow separated from its mother.
Sheep out of bag.
What's up, precious? Can I touch you? Huh? Your leg is tied. You're gonna break it.
That's so
Cardi looking for mom and dad and stuff. Okay, let's keep an eye on them, James, and make sure the dogs don't mess with them.
Where are they? Where did they go?
You think we should keep them, James, and start breeding them? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. We could have some lamb chops later on or something. You know, that tastes real good.
See? And that's what they did. They came back the next day, and the goat was gone.
Mm-hmm. What?
Lamb chops come from a sheep.
Mm-hmm. Sheep, lamb, same family.
She's so dumb.
It don't know you, sweet mama. That's why it's trying to get away. It don't recognize your perfume.
I want to take this thing from the leg. James, come here.
Sweet Juicy Mama from Chicago, y'all. Just in case y'all didn't know, she from Chicago, huh?
What that means?
You don't know nothing about
what that means. She's so dumb. Look at that.
All right, family. Let us know in the comment section if y'all think this could be the start of bag livestock.
Huh.
Put it up against something, Doug, so she can't. Ugh. Look at my son.
So basically, that's what this one was about. Them finding some goat, a baby goat, keeping the daggone baby goat instead of letting it go so it could go back home. And they say they was going to start some livestock with it. But no, y'all know what they did the next day. Like I told you, that little goat was gone. London lady says it sounds like the daughter has some sort of fallout with them, as she doesn't go there as much. She sounds saddened by the situation, but unable to help. Just has to accept it. Must be traumatic for her. Yep. Honey Child says snakes. Oh no, you have to an omen in the mix. Yep, they sure do. 20 dogs. Yep, they sure do. They had 20 dogs out there at one time. True indeed. Okay. They owe PPP loans is why they won't return. Did you look it up? I can look it up. You know you can look that up. I don't know if they do though. I think it seemed like I would have looked them up when I was looking up people who owned them, who loaned them. I don't think Rick and Cynthia did own those old PPP loans. I'm sorry, my nose starting to run. I don't think they did. Oh, I don't know, honey child, but I can't remember, but I don't think they did. I think I looked them up. Hantavirus from rats. Oh, that's what you think it is? Yes, a whole bunch of rats out there too. I think neighbors are poisoning the dogs. I do too, T and K. What I see here is inexperience and disorganization. These people have access to a lot of resources. They do, and they just wasted them. Bye, guys. Bye, Angela. Okay, y'all. I think that was, let me see. We looked at bags livestock. Then what did we say? What do you think is the cause of? Okay. So now that we watched that, sorry, I want y'all to tell me, what do you think is the reason that bags livestock is livestock, that bags animals are just disappearing like this? What do you think is causing this? All right. Do you think people are unaliving these animals because of what Black Acres has done? Do you think it's just the bad karma from everything they've done? Do you think the people in C4 are getting them back for everything they've done to them? Do you think it's that? Ooh, let me put my glasses back on. What do you guys think it is? Because that's the evidence that I presented. I think there's something seriously happening to the animals. They've made bad relationships with the Fulani herdsmen. They've made bad relationships with the other people out in the village because they've kept somebody's calf. They torture the cows whenever they get them, whenever they're on their property and they have a chance to torture them. I don't think the Fulani herdsmen took kindly to that. So yes, I do think something is going on with the animals. And yes, I do think somebody's doing something to the animals, because once you get rid of the dogs, there's no security at Black Acres. And those containers, like you said, they have things in them that people want. Those containers have things in it from America and all over and have valuables. So you're absolutely right. It is in a thief's interest to get rid of those dogs. What are the dogs doing to the cows? You didn't see the video? You must didn't see the video. There is no reason for this project. Okay, we read all that. All right, so let's go down here and get these comments, and then we're done for this evening. Greetings, Kiki. Hey, LA Sunshine. I think that the bags aren't. Wait, let me make this big. I think the bags aren't competent to farm anything. Crops are. They're not. They're not. London lady says, Deborah, I've been to Crocodile Park twice. It's okay there, even if you scared. Okay, she's telling her she got to Crocodile Park. What happened to the goat the next? Honey, it was gone. It was gone because I watched faithfully the next day and the video and the next day after that, the next day after that. And guess what? We never saw the goat again. They ate the goat that night. They ate the goat that night. They like children lost in the bush. Yep. This is just straight tacky. Yes, it is. TNK more than ever, satanic super sacrifice syndrome, disgusting people. Oh, it's a lamb. Yep. It's a baby lamb. And they love lamb in Africa. A baby lamb. And then you hear her say, I want some lamb chops. So they knew they was gonna cook that. A baby goat is known as, oh, that's right. Thank you. A kid. You right. Snakes look for dark places next to their babies. Yep. Nest for their babies. Cruelty it was. So they are stealing from people who had much less than them. Yeah. They basically stole that goat. They stole that goat. That's why in Gambia, when they're driving, you stop and slow down for the cows crossing the road. Respect for livestock. Exactly. Black acres don't have that. Yep. All right. Uh, it made a hell of a YouTube real stream. What y'all talking about? Cows, farmland are life elephants. And yeah, they are like elephants in India. She's right. Kiki, you are 100% right. This video proves it. No way they are getting away with that. Told y'all. No way. So that's what I think is going on with the animals. You don't do that type of stuff and think it's going to be cool. You don't do that. You don't steal somebody's baby goat, a kid. You don't let your vicious animals attack a baby, a calf. You don't do that. You don't do that. And Black did it and laughed about it. And not only did they laugh about it, they videotaped it. They don't respect anybody's livestock. They don't respect anybody's rules. Honey Child says, we are Fulani living in the U.S. My father-in-law was the late Fulani King, Senegalese ambassador to the U.S. We love our cows because we are nomads. Cows are our livelihood. They are backwards. They are. They are. I can't believe it. Honey, I can't believe it. And cows are so nice and sweet. They are the sweetest. This is how curses are bestowed upon land. And that is no lie. Black Acres is cursed from here to kingdom come. A blind man can see that. You took this land. Well, you didn't get over. They got over on you because you sold it. You paid I don't know how many Dalasi for this land. And you knew it was swamp land. But you thought you was getting over on them. And now look at you in a sinking house. Karma. Yeah, it sure is. PETA is global and they are no. Oh, good. So please, London lady, please do what you're going to do. I didn't know they were global because that's horrible. That's horrible. That was painful to me to watch. When was this video? It was in 2023. It was recently. Well, it might have been 2024. It might have been. Fulani herdsman will hear it's all over YouTube. See? Yeah. I know everything about them. I am watching. Yep. They told their dog to go, yes, to go get the cow And then they were calling the dog back. What did they think the dog was going to do? Exactly. Exactly. They think they were struggling financially. For the record, your hair looks super cute today. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm done nothing except scam you, honey child. They've done nothing but scam you, honey. That's all they do. T-shirts, jewelry, clothes, earrings, the U.S. from Gambia, they're lost. Yep. Either way, y'all not from there, and they're like welfare recipients in the Gambia. All the proceeds they have received. What? Yes. Have you ever seen them sell something? They sold all their things to make money. So look, y'all, that's all I have this week. How long have we been on here? YouTube ain't telling me. Usually they tell. 2 hours and 36 minutes. So that's a long time. I'm trying to cut it down. So look, that's all I have. I just wanted to present my case. I just wanted to present to you and try to answer the question, uh, what is happening to the animals out at Black Acres? Is there something nefarious going on? And yes, I think it is. I truly think that somebody is doing something to those animals. And I truly think it's karma because of all the evil deeds that Black Acres has done. Black Acres is known for their evilness. I've showed you on TV just now the evilness that they do. I showed you 2 videos of the evilness. They kept that one kid, and then they let that dog attack that calf. Those 2 dogs were sick, and they did not. Kiki's dogs were sick. They didn't even think enough of those dogs to take those dogs to the vet. They use those dogs as a puppy mill to make money. That's all those dogs ever were to them, was a means to make money. And you hear how they talk about what got them a snake bite? Because it ain't no big deal. They gonna get some more. But like I said, what goes around comes around. And Black Acres has sit a lot of dirt and a lot of negative energy around. And now it's just coming back. Like Malcolm X said, now it's time for the chickens to come home to roost. And that's what they're doing at Black Acres. The chickens are now coming home to roost. And we're going to watch it all. Next week, we're going to let something else happen. We're going to talk about the person who gave them money, to build the road. But what did they do with the money? They bought dirt, red dirt, and now they're trying to blame the contractor. You know I'm going to give you proof. Black Acres is still up to no good. That's why we got to constantly let the world know. You can't trust them. You can't believe anything they say because they are liars. Thanks, sis, for the love. Thanks, Loves Nigeria crew. Oh, thank you. Peace, Kiki, for reaching and teaching the AA. Oh, thank you, honey child. That's so sweet. They should leave the Gambia, but they don't have any. No, they have no place to go. That was nice to see your love. Oh, I thank you. Because I said, no, I can't keep just showing them a picture. And it's been a month. And I said, if these people are going to come on here and sit on here with me, the least I can do is show them my face. So I'm back. They have, yep. Yes, they have karma. Is a, you know what? Love all, you all, educated family. Bless until next time. Yep. Do you, girl? I'm trying not to have a cold. Soon as I get off here, I'm gonna take some vitamins. You see, I was drinking my lemon water. I'm trying not to have a cold. I'm just fighting it. But you know how it is when it gets dark time. You get out, it comes out. But I'm gonna take some vitamin and some raw honey. All right, good people. I will see y'all next week. And we're gonna talk about the scam Black Acres ran on one of their viewers to get them to send them some money for a role that they did not even complete. All right, y'all. Have a good weekend, and I will see y'all next Saturday. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.